One of the suspects in a fraud and identity theft ring will remain behind bars tonight as investigators release new details about what they found inside that home. Thanks for joining us. I'm Demetria McClinton. Bill Young has the night off. Today, a judge revoked the bond for Miles Tibbs, who's accused of stealing identities and faking IDs. He's going to stay in jail while the investigation continues. Investigators also saying in court they found a map of Syria and Turkey inside the upscale home that they were squatting in. Also, two passport pictures, one of Tibbs' brother, Manalde, and a woman possibly of Middle Eastern descent. Police are still looking for the other two suspects in the fraud case, Sean DeCambra and Miles' brother, Manalde Tibbs. Authorities say they are a threat to public safety and have no idea where they are.
That's what scares the hell out of us. They literally could be anywhere under any name.
NY 31's Heather Mathis joins us with what new things investigators found inside that upscale home. And while Miles is Tibbs' friends, despite those accusations, are still sticking by his side. Heather.
Well, investigators gave an update on what they found in that home, saying they now have at least 104 names, 81 social security numbers. They say they found several bank and credit card applications on top of fake IDs from Alabama and Florida. Credit reports on various people. The sheriff's office says this is why they needed to keep Tibbs behind bars.
The only way to describe what was happening in this residence is that it was a forgery and fake ID factory.
Assistant District Attorney Jay Town says his office could not take any chances letting Miles Tibbs out on bond again.
They had very sophisticated operation going on where they could be Bob Smith from Nebraska in about an hour.
Investigators spoke about Tibbs' travel overseas to Thailand and Costa Rica. However, Tibbs' father, Arthur Burnett, and his brother, Marquez Burnett, visibly upset, testifying that he only traveled to those locations for a wedding and missionary work. They also say his passport has been expired since 2010.
What I know for a fact, and beyond a shadow of a doubt, has nothing to do with Miles.
At least 25 other family and friends were also there to stick up for Tibbs.
He's an upstanding citizen of the community. He does volunteer work.
Friends even testifying Monday that Tibbs is involved with many charities like Wounded Warriors, and he's a proud American. The district attorney's office saying this doesn't outweigh the mounds of evidence they've found so far.
There's just no getting around that, no matter how philanthropic they find themselves to be.
Authorities say they do anticipate other charges on all three of these men. In fact, Assistant DA Town said in court they could add, quote, an additional 200 charges at this point. Investigators say they are still waiting on that data off computers found to be cracked by Homeland Security. Now, coming up tonight at 10 o'clock, we're going to be hearing more from Tibbs' friends.